Hey everybody, welcome to Phoenix Homes for Sale. On this channel, we tour homes in the Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe, Chandler, Gilbert area, anywhere in Phoenix Metro, so thanks for joining. In today's video, I want to highlight this house in particular because it is a great example of how to buy a home with equity in it, a good deal. So the first thing I want to point out is the neighborhood. Look at this neighborhood. Not a lot of cars on the street, not a lot of filthy or clutter on the front yards. You can see a lot of these trees that are very large. They show that this neighborhood has a lot of owner pride in it. So when people buy in this neighborhood, they want to improve the home, they want to make the neighborhood look good, and they stay for a long time, right? So that's the first thing I wanted to point out. The second thing is check out this roof. The roof is one of the things, maybe besides foundation, the roof is one of the more expensive things that you'll have to replace on a house. So if you're newer, I don't recommend buying a house that looks like it needs a lot of repairs. So you can see this roof is in good shape. So the neighborhood is a great neighborhood, so let's head on inside. Okay, inside, you'll notice we immediately see a nice layout. This is a welcoming room, a living room, really combined with the kitchen. So it has a good layout already. It has that open feel to it, so you won't have to do a lot of modifications. As we move through the kitchen, really nice travertine countertops. So that's one of the cool things that you will notice in some of these homes is that's a quality material. Travertine is not cheap as far as countertops go. So it's a quality material that they've put in. They didn't plan out every single, as you can see, the cabinets are older, right? So they didn't plan out an entire remodel when they put on these countertops, but the owners cared about the home, so they put in quality. Whenever they did replace something, they put in quality finishings. So now one of the things I'm looking at is how could we possibly improve this in the future? And you'll notice that this wall kind of separates this welcome kitchen area to this other living room, right? So imagine in the future, we could possibly take down this wall, maybe reconfigure the kitchen a little bit, and really make this like one big great room. And depending whether this is a load-bearing wall or not, that is something that might not be too expensive either. So that's one of the things that I notice is everyone likes that open layout design these days, and that's definitely something that we could improve on in this house. So you see, nothing wrong with it. Owners took great care of it, but they just didn't think about these small things that you could do in order to really enhance the selling potential. And here we have the master bedroom that you just saw and master restroom. Here you go. So these homes in Old Town Scottsdale that we're at, very old. Most of them were built in 50s, 60s, 70s. So, you're not going to be amazed by the size of the master restroom, but you can see that this style of restroom is a little dated. So if you're ever getting ready to sell this, you can just do like a simple update to this restroom, maybe for $10,000 or so, and you can really get some extra value selling these. Maybe modernize some of the windows. As you can see, they have some window shading there that I couldn't quite get open. So, and then you see that closet design, nothing wrong with it. Essentially, you can move in here, but it's an older design, right? So you can always improve that and sell it for more money. And by the way, I don't think I mentioned the price point, but this home is selling for $470, right? And so at $470, kind of what I look at in some of these areas is, and notice that I like that brick finished accent wall that they have in here. But at a $470 price point, there are homes selling for $550 to $600 in this area, all around the same size. So if you're looking to buy a home that's a good deal, don't look in neighborhoods that are selling, you're buying a house for $250 and homes are selling for $280. Yeah, that's a gain, but essentially you won't be making any money once you have done any repairs on it, right? So really, if you can afford it, go for those higher price points, because it doesn't matter whether it's a $230 house, $250 house, or a $400K house. An AC is going to cost you pretty much the same amount to buy and install. All right, so like I said, the interior, there's nothing wrong with this. It's all kind of dated. See that soffit there, by the way? That's an old relic from the 70s and 80s where they would pipe in AC ducts through a 2-foot area on the ceiling. So that's called a soffit. I hate those things. They look so old and they make the house feel small. Those are actually really easy to get rid of too. Even with AC like that, you could fix that. You could reroute the AC. AC contractor just came out to my house and quoted me $800 to fix all the AC vents and remove that soffit. Removing the soffit wasn't included, but once you fix the AC vents, you can easily remove the soffit because it's just plywood, and that's pretty much it. So now you see the outside. One of the nice things about this home in particular is the lot size. Look at that. I will take one of these homes that has a 10,000 square foot lot. I think this is either 9,000 or 10,000 square foot lot, but I will take one of these single family homes on a big lot like this rather than a newer 2,000 square foot home on a tiny lot, because then that's when you get that feeling that you're really cramped into your neighbors, close to your neighbors. It doesn't matter. This house could burn down. You could have to replace it. You could replace nothing. You can't buy or improve that feeling that you're in a neighborhood where you're not totally squished and crammed in. So I absolutely love this lot. This is a great expansive neighborhood. Like I said, this was built in the 70s, so they weren't trying to cram too many people into one neighborhood during that time. So that's why I like these neighborhoods. That's why these neighborhoods sell for a premium of like $600,000 with these houses really, really done up well. Yeah, and so now looking through this, yeah, I think this house has lots of potential. I think you could really take out that middle area and really make this house feel bigger. Here you see the washer dryer is interior, which is kind of nice. You have cabinets in here. So this is a great home that if you wanted to buy it, and let's say you rent it for the first year or 2 years, or let's say you live in it for a year or 2 years, people are going to rent it because it's such a good area. Don't worry about that. You don't have to do a single thing to this house to rent it, and you really don't have to do anything to live in it safely. When you're talking about investing in a home, you just want it to be safe, and you don't want any foundation issues or big roof issues that you're gonna have to fix in the first year. So as long as it's safe, then yeehaw, go for it, especially in a neighborhood like this. So this is a house that I spotted. It's gonna sell really quick. I'm probably gonna put an offer on this myself. I'm looking for a home in this price range. So I'm gonna put an offer on this. I'm going to overbid on a house like this. Yes, that eats a little bit into your equity, but hey, you know what? And the other reason I like homes like this is, like people say, is there a chance of the market crashing? Probably not, but let's say it does. If you have a house like this, you can redo it, and if house prices go down 10%, you can just redo a lot of the home, pour 20 or 30,000 and really up doing this, and you'll at least sell for a break-even price. That's something that I like about homes that you don't get in stocks. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you all later.